Alright, happy Friday Eve. One of my favourite days. Scrim's A Man Rose from the Dead. I believe this is Scrim's first solo album. And I think a big part of why the Suicide Boys work so well together is that while they have the same style, they have very different execution. Ruby is a great fast rapper and good at getting you amped up, whereas Scrim says best when he's got his raspy voice on, saying some dark shit like, I bite their heads off like I'm Aussie.
Like a Mozzie. Oh,
like
Aussie.
I'm Aussie.
Like
Ozzy
I'm
Osbourne.
Aussie.
Yeah, bite their heads off like I'm Ozzy Osbourne. Like that is just, that's one of Scrim's peak songs. But on the Suicide Boys' last album, Stop Staring at the Shadows, Scrim sang a little bit. And when I reviewed it, I said that it sounds really good. Scrim actually suits this. But in this project, that's pretty much all he gives you.
Right.
Just singing. So you're lacking a lot of the variety that you're used to hearing in the Suicide Boys album. So you'd hear Scrim's voice, you'd expect something different after that, but there's nothing. It's just more Scrim singing, more Scrim singing.
Yeah,
all throughout the whole album. And it was a bit like I was watching the same horse getting punched over and over again. Like, give me a different horse.
Punch a different horse, right?
Yeah, like, it's just soft singing Scrim. That's all he keeps it at, pretty much. It wasn't until, like, the third track, Jesus Wept, that you heard a little bit. I do want to play that, actually. So, dark production, you're expecting something good. This is what Scrim usually is. But instead, you're expecting to be amped up, and you're like, okay, it's hard, but it's not raspy.
Yeah.
And then, you're expecting, okay, now he's coming in. This is dark. And he's singing again. Like, that's the biggest blue balls I've ever received. Yeah, you just expect it to really, especially with like the, like that's dark, that's deep. You're expecting him to just snap, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's very disappointing. Like, it's still good, but give me some of that other stuff. In He Got Game, he does rap, but it's just shit. Like, it's Playboy Scrim. Like, it's very high pitched, and it's not very good. And I know he has been sober for a while now, so yeah, congrats to him. That is a really big achievement.
Yep.
A fair portion of this project is dedicated to a girl who he misses a lot, but obviously I don't think it's about a girl. He was mixed up in some very heavy drugs. Like, he has smoked crack. He's injected heroin.
Yeah.
Like, that's really heavy stuff. And I know, like, the deeper you go into it, the harder it is to sort of crawl your way out. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, shout out to Scrim for that. Like, my genuine, like, congratulations to coming clean off of all that, like, really dark shit. Like, this album is, like, all self-produced as well. He's a very talented producer. But I think becoming sober has a lot to do with the massive amount of growth he's shown, like, as an artist. And yeah, like I said at the last review, I'm not a big fan of his new style, so I will be rating the album a 5 out of 10. Mm-hmm. But I would prefer Scrim, like this goes for every artist ever as well. I would prefer them to make music I don't like and to stay clean.
Fair enough.
Rather than dive down into that world and make music that I prefer. Like, that's, yeah, not the way that
you can make it authentically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would prefer to not like any music and have everyone clean off drugs.
Yep.
100%.
Fair enough.
So yeah, congrats to you, Scrim, for staying clean, or becoming and staying clean. It's a very big accomplishment. I think this album is still worth giving a listen, because you may like it, and even if you don't, there's still some good ones on there. Percocets and Papers, absolute banger, and El Guero, that just snaps. So those are my two favourite songs, Percocets and Papers, as well as El Guero. So if you're not a fan of the singing, more sort of mellowed out Scrim, give those ones a listen, you will not be disappointed.
Yep.
And yeah, congratulations to Scrim.
There you go.
Looking forward to Ruby's solo album. Hopefully that'll be a thing.
There you go. All right. So what else? Do we have anything else for today? Or are we moving on tomorrow to the quiz?
We're moving on tomorrow to the quiz.
All right. See you then.
That's a wrap.